Well, you know, the criticism of you when you went to America and you want to make films, that was thought to be some people thought it was some kind of betrayal of the British film industry, that you wanted to go to America and make films in America or about America, and not about Britain, although you always have made films about Britain.
I think that you have to put it in context, really. At the time, there was quite a successful Italian film industry, quite a successful French industry, a successful German film industry, but there was not a successful British film industry at the time. A great deal of the creative resources were in television. And so it was very difficult to get our films made. Also, in the United States, they embraced us. I say us, that's myself and people like Ridley Scott. And because of the common language, the British filmmakers have been going to Hollywood ever since the beginning of Hollywood. You could argue much of Hollywood was created by British directors. And so it's not unusual. And I was always more taken when I was younger by American cinema. I came to European cinema later, when I became probably intellectually deeper. But I always loved America, and I loved the complexity of the country. And therefore, to make films about that country seemed a natural process for me.
But it's a hard work anywhere near Hollywood, isn't it? Because you're dealing with suits who don't know anything really, who are after just financial gain. There must be absolute hell sometimes getting a film off the ground, if you ever do.
Well, the thing is that, you know, I've been making films over 40 years, and in that time, most of the time, Hollywood has been very kind to me. In that I and some directors have been able to make individual, personal films within that vast Hollywood umbrella. And it's very difficult to pull off because, for the reasons that you say. But I think that in the last 10 years, those days are gone. Because it once was the age of the director. Now, with modern special effects films being so dominant, the blockbuster film being so dominant, independent, smaller films are harder to make. Bear in mind, Midnight Express was made by Columbia Pictures. It was not an independent film. It was a small film, but it was made by a major film studio. Kind of film that would never be made now. Absolutely would never be made by Columbia Pictures. If I had to make this film now, I would have to come to Italy for some money, to Germany for some money, wherever. It would be an independent film. And therefore it would be a very hard film to make within the system, because in Hollywood, this is the era of the studio executive. It's their films now. It's not the film of the director. There are exceptions. There are some very good American directors who are able to make their films, but those films are few and far between now. There aren't many of those films.